and welcome to another edition of The One Team We Agree On. I'm Jillian.
And I'm Kyle. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
Man, this convention's going by fast. We're already on now, how many episodes have we done?
A lot.
A lot. So it's been great.
Lots of content for you all.
Yes, and we're looking forward to it. And we are back now with our five-time guest.
Five-timers club.
First five-timer ever in the show's history. Todd Lewis. Todd, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I mean, it's such an honor here to be on the podcast 5 times, more times than a certain somebody, and hopefully that person's not invited on the podcast anymore. I mean, surely they're never coming onto my podcast. So, I mean, what you guys do with your podcast is your thing, but I know for sure, they're never coming on my podcast. So as long as I can stay ahead of this person, and we're not going to mention their names because they don't deserve to have their name mentioned. And so I'm over the moon that it's finally happened. I'm finally your most appeared guest on the podcast.
You get you one of those jackets like they do on SNL, right?
Yeah, right. So on today's show, we're going to go back and dive through the history of the Philadelphia Union jerseys. With the season right around the corner, we're starting to see some MLS kit leaks. So I thought this would be a good time for us to kind of dive through it a little bit and kind of get your opinions. I know on Twitter, Jillian, we had asked everybody what their favorites were and got a lot of great responses. So thank you to everybody who participated in that.
Yes, thank you. We enjoyed reading all those. Those were awesome.
So, again, let's start off here and get into it. Why don't we start? I feel like a great starting point, obviously, is 2010, their very first season, but lumping that 2010-2011 season together, because really, other than a third kit, the 2010, they didn't have the Bimbo sponsorship. So, I mean, when you look at their home and away, which one stands out to you?
I like the home one out of those two.
I particularly am not a fan of either. I would say if you were to say which one of the two, I'd probably go with the home. The away, it's way too much gold. It's too much gold.
What I do like is the fact that it doesn't have Bimbo across the front. It's good having the sponsor, but at the same time, it's kind of cool just having the team's crest there.
Todd?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, the 2010 home kit, that is more superior than the away kit. But I don't know if you guys know this story. So do you guys know the story of the away shorts? Because they were gold, too. Do you guys know that story?
No, do tell.
So, every time that it would rain, you could see right through the shorts.
Ooh.
They were not produced really well by Adidas, and so if you want to see what they were wearing underneath, you definitely got a good look when it was raining. So,
yikes!
That is a story I've never heard, and so you're telling me literally when they're soaking wet, it was just it was basically a wet t-shirt contest. The
wet shorts contest.
Yeah, wet shorts contest. All right. Well, anyway, let's move on to the 2012 season. And two kits, and we had a lot of people on that we were chatting with on Twitter say that this was maybe their favorite grouping of kits all time. It'd be either that or 2013, which we'll get to in a second for good reason. But they introduced this, I would almost say a light baby blue that we see now. The home kit very much similar to the 2011, but with that blue accent. And then the away kit is primarily blue with a little bit of that gold trim around the armpits and sleeve. I really, really do enjoy this kit for one of the original, earlier day. I do enjoy the away kit a lot more.
Same.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like that light blue in there, the away kit. That one, definitely out of those, I would prefer.
Yeah, I agree with you guys so far. So, I mean, so far we're all agreeing with each other. But,
Yeah.
Sorry, Kyle. One thing that we didn't talk about was that third kit from 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
So I did find that jersey a couple years ago, brand new, with tags on eBay. It's a pretty slick jersey. But, you know, typical Adidas back in the day, those jerseys, if you got them the athletic, what the players were, oh, they were cut so tight. Like, that's my only complaint about that home jersey from, like, 2011 and then that third kit in 2011, 2012, because the neck, I could barely get my neck in it, and I have a medium, and I'm like, this is like a kid extra small. And so, like, the second time of me wearing that jersey, it ripped a little bit because I guess my head's too big, but no, it's not that. The jersey is cut way too small.
No.
Don't you have one?
I have one.
Yeah.
We'll get to it in a little bit. I had the same problem. And I remember I emailed you, and I was like, hey, I just got, I forget what year, I know what year, I think it's like 14 or something. And I'm like, it's really tight. And I got an XL, and you're like, yeah, that cut was. And I didn't realize that. And then I heard more and more stories about it. It's just a weird cut. But maybe we get to the part now with one of my favorite third kits of all time. 2013, they introduced the Bethlehem Steel kit. And this kit, for some people, they don't like it. For some, they love it. I fall in the place of 2013, you had really unique away kit. You had a nice, sharp home kit. And then you had this beautiful third kit. I would say this is one of probably the best years in terms of Union kits.
Wait, you've actually heard people say they don't like this kit?
I've heard people say that.
Oh, I've heard it too.
Not like heard, but I've seen it on Twitter.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yes, actually. We know a lot of people love it, but yes, there are actually people who really are not fans.
And one of the main reasons, and if you're one of these people, I'm not calling you under the bus, but it's because it has red on it.
No, we need names. And then these people need to get canceled. What? You don't like that kit? What? This makes no sense to me. This is arguably in the top 3 greatest Philadelphia Union jerseys ever. People don't like this kit?
Yeah.
I mean, please, like, do a part 2 episode for this and bring on the people that don't like this kit, and I will debate them until I'm blue in the face. Like, what is wrong with these people?
So if you're one of those people, please reach out to us.
Yes.
Yes, please
We'd
make
love
this
to
the
know.
audio clip. Make this the audio clip. Tag these people on social media, and then we can debate this.
It would be an interesting debate because I've never. The ones I've heard is it's because it has red in it. Well, the Beanbo has red in it too, but
Yeah.
but I don't know.
So do you not like any of the jerseys? I mean, I know there's Art Osano.
Yeah.
Didn't they use Thomas one year too?
They used it this year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it was this year. On the jersey that I don't like. But what? Wow,
Yeah.
like, I don't even want to talk about the rest of the jerseys because I'm so disappointed in people that said they don't like that jersey. I mean, you have the OG Bethlehem Steel logo on the bottom of the kit. 1913, I think it says on there, or maybe
Correct.
It's before that. What is wrong with these people?
They probably just, I think some people just don't know the history of it, too.
I think that comes down to it possibly, and again, I find it funny because I'm with you. Like, the first time I saw this, I really wanted to get this. I still do this day, and every time I see it, it's going for $200-300.
Yes, exactly, and that tells you how many people like this jersey.
Exactly, and I've actually talked to people that have duplicates and triplets of it, trying to get one, and they're like, no, I'm not parting with them. So that tells you how much these people like this kit. Like, they're not going to part with 2 extra jerseys just because, like, no, I want to keep these. And rightfully so. I mean, it's a hot jersey.
I'm stunned.
I am too, but we always find it funny. So let's talk about 2014. So we still have the away kit, the blue away kit. We still have the Bethlehem Steel, and now we introduce kind of this what would I almost think is that like snakeskin, my lucky jersey, but it has like these stripes down the side, like the side outside of the main thick stripe down the middle. I don't know. The home kit doesn't do it for me that year.
Yeah, I think it's still okay. Like, out of them, I still liked, the third kit the best.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got sidetracked with all these people in front of us.
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of people walking around us.
What year are we talking about?
We were in 2014.
Okay, 2014. Yeah, okay. We saw that. You guys don't like that one?
It's not. I mean, I like the one coming after it in 16.
I love this jersey. I mean, the little pinstripes going down the side. Like, I've tried to look for this jersey, and I've found used jerseys, but they've not been in the greatest conditions. I mean, if anybody knows where I can get a 2014 brand new, preferably with tags, hit me up. I would love to buy this jersey.
Yeah. And then we go 2015. We introduce a new away kit, and it's your pretty much your typical white kit with gold stripes on the shoulders, the Union crest in the center, and then beam bow. And then I remember my kit had like the snake like kind of skin pattern down the middle, which I thought was cool. But this is the one I have that fits extremely tight, like maybe even tighter than some of the other ones I have. But
where'd you get this kit? This is the first year that they introduced the new MLS logo on the
I got it on eBay.
Sleeve.
On eBay.
Pretty good.
It was like $30. Got it on eBay.
$30
for an XL? Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, and it had like the little puffing in the middle, and I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." And then I put it on. I was like, "Oh my god!"
I know. I remember seeing you when you put it on, and I'm like, "That's really tight."
Yeah, it is.
So if I find that jersey, you're telling me I have to go like 5 sizes up or something?
Yeah, you would have to go like a 2XL. I'm telling you that right now. But what did you think about that kit?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, I think it's better than some of the white jerseys that the Union have had over the years. I think it's basic.
It's mid.
Yeah, it's mid. Which doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
No, it's just...
I don't think so. I mean, it's not my favorite. It's not my worst.
Right.
There's a lot more jerseys that I think are a lot worse than this one. But, yeah, I think it's all right.
All right, now let's go to 2016. We introduce the... I guess we'd call it the snakeskin with the pattern with the gold snakeskin down the middle. This is lucky jersey. I like this jersey because of the snakeskin pattern. I think it's cool. I would love to see the Union do something similar to this with updated colors, obviously. It's a solid year. It's a solid year for the kit. But yeah, this is one of my favorite home kits.
Yeah, I like when they incorporate the snakeskin stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you. And what's interesting about this kit too is they decided to put the Adidas stripes like down the rib cage, which I mean Adidas jerseys now, and even that white jersey they had the Adidas stripes up on the shoulder, and I think it's a interesting choice. And then you have like the gold on the sleeve of the jersey too. So I mean it's definitely up there with one of my favorite jerseys. The gold colored like down the middle. If they would have used the 2014-2015 gold, I think I would have liked this a lot better. But I mean, it's a decent jersey. No complaints out of me.
Yeah. So then we go to 2017 and we introduce a new away kit, which it's white with midnight navy down the side, and then midnight navy sleeves, gold shoulders. I don't know. Where are you with this one? Because I mean, I don't like the sleeves. It's okay.
Again, to use the term my middle schoolers like to use all the time, it's mid. I mean, it's not horrible, but I'm also not always a fan of white. I begrudgingly wore white on my wedding day. That's the only time I really cared to wear white, right?
Yeah.
But no, I always like the darker colored things. So, what do you think, Todd?
Again, it's not the worst. The use of the gold stripes on the shoulder blades, it's interesting.
It is. 2018, we get the Do Poops.
I love the Do Poops.
Me too. Now, this is one I've heard people say they don't like. You're one of them.
I am one of them.
Wow.
I do not
Fight
like
me.
I don't like the Do Poops. I'm
Fight
sorry.
me, Kyle.
Hey, Jillian,
Okay.
do you want to start a podcast together?
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't like those. I just don't like those bars. And so it's not an awful jersey, but I just don't like it.
Well, I think for me, it was the first Union jersey I got.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I've worn the Do Poops on our podcast before.
Yeah.
It's no, I like it. Is it my very favorite one? No, but I do like it.
I mean, the one complaint I've heard about this is people say it's way too similar to Dallas, which, yes, you're not wrong. But I agree with you, Jillian. Like, it's the first jersey that I got. I've also got this jersey in long sleeve, too. And, I don't know. I love a good long sleeve jersey. I love, a jersey that I got for the very first time. This is probably the jersey that I have my most wins in. Actually, that might be a lie. The away jersey from 2021 might be that. But, yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic jersey. Like, no complaints whatsoever.
Yeah, I just associate when we started going to the games, and my first one, and yeah, Kyle, you have the long sleeve one too.
I do, actually. You're right. Yeah, the long sleeve with the little sleeves. That was more of the warm-up, though, from that year.
Warm up, though, yeah.
But, no, I actually like that. Then 2019, we introduced a away jersey that is just, it's a plain white jersey with little blue.
It's got that kind of accent, that detail. Like it almost looks like it's kind of like tied or like kind of gathered at the side. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
like
a plain white jersey with a little bit of accent on it.
There's detailing in it, which that to me sets it apart a little bit from just being a plain white. I actually like that away jersey.
The what I don't like is the Parley kit that year. Isn't the Parley kit the light blue one that year like that? It's I've heard it's really, really nice. I've never seen it in person though. I've only ever seen it in photos. So Todd's got this big look on his face and he's laughing at me. So obviously I just totally made a hot take. And now, will I say is it the worst Parley? No. But what would you say?
This is by far the best parlay. Like, I wish we would get something like this. This jersey is fantastic. Like, I see people not all the time wear this jersey, but I've seen it enough at games. Like, it looks so much better in person than it does on pictures. And
Okay.
I'm so pissed at myself in 2019. I should have got this jersey. And now I can't find this jersey anywhere. And for that away jersey, this is the white jersey that I hate the most. And I know, like you said, yeah, it does a little bit more with, like, the blue and everything that's faded into it. But I have this jersey, and it's really not as blue as the pictures make it look. And so that for me, that's why I hate this jersey. And then the following year, then they change it up and put Artisano instead of Bimbo. But I think this was the first time in the sponsorship with Bimbo that they allowed the Union to change the colors from the original red lettering. And I was like, all right, that's why I'm going to get this jersey. Then I got it, and I'm like, this looks nothing like it does in the pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I do think, like it's okay. And the Parley jersey too, like it is a nice one. Is it my favorite one? No, because I think you know which one I would say is my favorite one. But looking ahead to 2020, the Artisano one, actually that away jersey I like better than the one from before, like when it said Bimbo on it.
I have that one,
Yeah.
and it's nice. It's okay. I do like how they changed it up to Artisano, but still, it's. I got it, I think, for $10 on eBay or something like that, something crazy. What do you think of the new home kit setup?
Okay, so in 2020 introduced one of my favorite home kits, honestly. I actually really like this one. So it has the 3 gold stripes on the shoulder and the navy blue, and you have that kind of snake detailing down the front, which, it's subtle, but I thought it was awesome. Like, when you see it like in person, I think it looks really cool. And we had a lot of special memories in that jersey. So that one will always hold a special place for me.
This is one of my least favorite Union jerseys.
Todd, how can you say this one is your least favorite, but yet the Parley? Wow.
I'm curious. You can make this a soundbite too. I'm curious to see, like, would the listeners say they prefer that parlay kit, the 2019 parlay kit, over the 2020 home jersey? Like, I get it, yeah. You win the Supporters Shield in this jersey, but, like, the neck's awkward for me. The 3 stripes that are on just one shoulder, it's awkward. Like, I'm like, I don't like this jersey at all. And, like, yeah, it's cool. I guess they try to put the snake down the middle, but, like, you can barely see it, like, when they're playing in it. Unless you're sweating, then I guess it pops a little bit more, but...
Yeah.
It is hard to see, though, like, if it's far away, for sure.
I appreciate they try to be different. And as we got closer and closer to 2023, the jersey designs, it seems like Adidas gave teams a little bit more freedom, and that's exactly what you got in this 2020 jersey, but yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah. Let's look at 2021, which probably would be one of the most iconic. The Lightning Bolt kit was introduced in 2021. I mean, when it first came out, I was kind of like, okay. Like, I didn't hate it. I didn't like go gaga over it either. But as soon as but the uniqueness was something where it was like, wow, that is a really different, the Union go totally different from everything. And
I mean, we've got the baby blue. We've got the blue. We've got the yellow. And having the Artisano logo on the front in yellow. That, is definitely different. And this is, I think it's very sharp.
The more I saw it in person and live, the more I kind of fell in love with it. And now it's one of my favorite kits. So that one kind of just grew on me.
Yeah, I think you won't see me disagree with you, Kyle.
What?
I won't disagree with you.
Yeah, I remember you and I talking about it. It was something that kind of grew on you as well a little bit there. And now you're kind of like, oh, yeah, no, it's a great kit. And then we go to 2022, and we bring it back a blue stripe. And I remember this one being like when it first came out, I was really, really high on it because I loved the little blue stripe. And I just remember, Todd, you sending me a picture of NYCFC's kit.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, oh. And it basically was a copy of, what year was that NYCFC's kit?
The year before this, I think. 2021 sounds familiar.
It kind of, having said that, and then I kind of was like, okay, I did like the gold of the beambow, and I did still like the straight. It's kind of grown on me. I enjoy it, but I think this is one where the initial hype and excitement for me kind of dwindled a little bit.
2019, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, like when they launched, I like the meaning behind it, and I like the gold detailing on it very much. But I really do like, the reasoning behind it. Okay, the light blue stripe going down, through where the heart is and through the crest. I mean, that whole thing I thought was really cool. And I mean, let's face it, when we were wearing that jersey, we had such a run. Associate that jersey with, our team being like the best ever.
Right.
Between that and, of course, the Lightning Bolt kit. Let's talk about
the Parley.
The Parley.
That's the worst Parley kit ever.
That, in my opinion, is the worst Parley ever. With the white with like that kind of peach lettering and everything.
You can't even see the logos or anything.
No.
Like when I remember watching that game on TV and going, that is the weirdest kit ever. Just did not like it.
It's downright ugly, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
All right.
That's how I feel about that one. I did not purchase that one. Okay, ask anyone. I purchased almost all the special kits they put out in 2023. And in 2022, what we got, the ones that went out. So I was like, nope, I have no interest in that one.
And then we're all caught up now. 2023, they introduced the. I think this is the first edition with Thomas as the sponsor on the away kit, and lots of different opinions on this one because I think they hyped it up so much because it was
it's going to be like nothing you've ever seen.
It was going to be replacing the famous Lightning Bolt kit, and they hyped it up, and we were hearing, oh man, like you said, it's going to be nothing like it did. And it comes out, and the first thing we're thinking is that camo kit. And then people will start making the Simpsons references.
Yep.
Well, it's supposed to be smoke over the water. Okay, every pattern's unique, yada, yada, yada. But then we go and find that this is a Manchester United. Wasn't it a Manchester United warm-up top? I think I found a picture of it. Somebody found, it was not exactly the same, but it was kind of patterned off.
I think you're right.
It was kind of patterned off of this. It was like red with black. And it had the snake crest instead of the badge. Where I am at this right now is this is just a mid kit.
Yeah, I mean, so I remember when that got launched. It was on my lunch break at school, and I have very terrible service in my classroom, okay? And I can't get on Twitter, on the school's Wi-Fi or whatever. So I had to go find service, okay? I went almost outside of the building, and I'm waiting for it to launch, 11 a.m. or whatever time it was. I'm refreshing, and then it comes up and I'm like, oh, it's camo? And I'm seeing it small on my phone. I'm like, okay. Not what I was expecting, but it did grow on me as we went. And, we have it. I've worn it. I think it's cool, but is it my favorite one? No. What do you think, Todd?
It's definitely not my favorite, and I think if this jersey wasn't as hyped up as people made it, then I think I would have been okay with it. But yeah, this jersey got way too hyped up, and it's just all right. I mean, you're asking a lot after the Union come out with that Lightning Bolt kit to make something as good as that kit, and so it was always going to be a hard act to follow. But again, just so many people on social media, oh, this is a great kit you've all been waiting for. Nothing like this has ever been done, and yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, beginning of last season, we went and we talked about all the different teams' new kits, and yeah, there were teams that I liked theirs way better, I mean, for sure.
Now, there is one kit you do like this year, and that's the Parley.
The Parley, oh, that one is so choice. I love the Parley jersey from 2023, and they had, of course, had two versions. They had the lighter blue that some teams wore, and then the darker blue, and we had the darker blue, and that was my Leagues Cup lucky jersey. I wore that one during Leagues Cup because I would wear my Unity top from 2022, which was awesome with all the flowers and stuff. But I was kind of excited to wear something different. I was like, oh, Leagues Cup, I'm wearing something different. And yeah, it looks so good, and I think we'll all remember the game where we wore it because that was when Mikel Ua had his hat trick, and it was in the rain. And, that was just so much fun.
Yeah. So let's now transition in. I want to hear everybody's top 3 favorite all times. Todd?
Man, putting me on the spot. Top 3 all time. Oh, are we including parlay kits too?
We can.
Okay. Number 3. The Bethlehem Steel kit. Number 2, the 2019 Parlay kit. And then the 2021 Lightning Bolt kit. By far the best jersey that the Union created. And it's such a great jersey that you can't even find this jersey anywhere online.
No, you can't.
It's my top 3.
My top 3, I would say my number 3, the Bethlehem Steel. Number 2, the Lightning Bolt kit. And number 1, the 2023 Parley.
All right.
So what I got out of that, is the union should just wear parlay kits, and Jillian will spend all her money on those kits.
That is correct.
Do you guys realize how many things I got in the last year? Like, let's see, what did I get? Well, 2022 I got the Unity one, okay? But then this past year, what did I get? All the special ones that I got, okay? I got the Kick Childhood Cancer one. I got the Hispanic Heritage one. I got the Parley. I did not get the Love Unites one, although that one's really cool. But I didn't like all the white. I thought if more of the jersey had like all that rainbow pattern, you know, it would have been good. But yeah, if they put out more Parley kits like that, it'd be like, take my money.
I guess for me, my top 3 favorites would be number 3, the Lightning Bolt kit. It grew on me. Number 2 would be the 2015-16 Snake kit, my lucky jersey. I just like it, and I like that design. And then number 1 for me is the Bethlehem Steel kit. That's my top 3. So this has been a fun show. Thanks, everybody, for listening. And again, comment, what are your top 3 favorite if you haven't already participated in the discussion. We'd love to hear from you. And that pretty much does it for the convention. So, again, this has been an awesome time. Todd, thank you so much. And where can people find you?
Yeah, first, before I say that, you know, looking around here at the convention as people are packing away, there's a lot of women's soccer podcasts, which, you know, you'd love to see. You know, people...
Absolutely.
People just supporting the women's game, trying to give them a platform, and this is really cool to see. I mean, I was 50-50 about where they were putting us. I mean, as you guys can tell, it's pretty noisy between both of our podcasts because we're in the exhibitors hall where the vendors are. There's literally a soccer field in front of us, so I know in a couple of our episodes you guys are going to hear them playing soccer in the background. But it is, like, it's a cool spot, right? I mean, just seeing all these different podcasts. And like I said, I mean, like, there's a ton of women's podcasts here. Like, that's so cool. And I know fans on social media are saying all the time, you know, Philadelphia needs a team. Philadelphia needs a women's team. And maybe sometime in the future, I mean, they definitely do. And this is just, like, really, really cool to see. I mean, it's been a great week to come out here to Anaheim, come to California for the very first time to experience this huge convention. And this is awesome to be able to do it 2 times in a row next season, or next year, sorry. They'll be doing it in Chicago, so if I do wind up going, that would be my first time in Chicago. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate both of you guys for coming out here. There's been a lot of fun getting to hang out with you guys, to talk to so many different people that are involved in soccer. And so yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for coming, and I'm glad we got to do this experiences together. But if you guys aren't following the podcast, follow on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at Free Kick Pod, wherever you get your podcasts for the Free Kick. Check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/freekickpod. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, this has been wonderful, and we thank you, Todd, as well. You know, this has been a great experience, and we're glad we got to come do this with you.
Yeah, I second that. This has been probably one of my favorite conventions just because of the different types of people we got to meet and network with. And even though some of the guests we had lined up didn't work out, you know, there's still opportunity to have them on in the future, and I think that's exciting. And it's just been good to see, like, how other people do their podcasts and kind of just learn and see and just to have a wonderful experience. So, yeah. So, Jillian, where can people find us?
We are on Twitter at TOTWAG, and we are on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at The One Team We Agree On.
And until next time, I'm Kyle.
I'm Jillian.
And we'll see you at the game.